Hey there, this is Catherine Cartwright. Welcome to day 19 of the Advent Calendar Reveal from Pink and Maine. Today I received a stamp set of a little present. So I have gone ahead, I pulled out some black watercolor paper and I heat embossed 3 of these little present sets onto this watercolor paper, and I pulled out this metallic watercolor that I've had in my craft stash. I'm just kind of rooting through some of my things, thinking of different things I wanted to use. And so I decided to pull out this metallic, and so it shows up best on black cardstock. I'm not sure I've used this one that much. And I think I probably picked it up online somewhere. So I'm just going to do a little watercoloring today, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit and use it on black cardstock. So I'm just adding water to my different colors, trying to choose which color palette I want to use. I did keep all of my presents the same, and I just keep this. I have one little small package of black watercolor cardstock in my craft stash, and I decided to use some of that. So I'm just adding my little stripes here, filling them in. I am using a watercolor brush that has a very fine nib. So I have several different watercolor brushes that already have, the water in the pen. I think they're called pens actually. But I really use these. I rarely use a real watercolor brush. I don't know why. I think because I just like how these brushes already have the water in there, and I can kind of control it without having to use a different container of water. But I love these little skinny ones that have a lot of precision on them, so I can really control the water that flows out. So now I'm going to switch to the present behind that has the little polka dots, and I'm just using some blue. The color isn't super bright on screen, but it's very pretty in person. It's very subtle because it is metallic and it is on a darker cardstock, so you can see it. But I just want to try something fun, different with this watercolor. And then I'm going to go with kind of a gold color here that will contrast with that blue. And so I'm just going to finish up my panel. And I have a question. Do you ever watercolor? I love to watercolor. It's one of my favorite techniques. Embossing is my favorite. Heat embossing is my favorite. And then I really, really enjoy watercoloring. You can do so many things with it. You can watercolor a panel and then cut a bunch of word dyes. You just get all these cool effects. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's one of the things I like about it for sure. All right, so I've cut a piece of a lighter green cardstock, and I'm just stamping with my Versamark. I'm going around and adding a few presents on the edges, and this will show up a little bit in behind my panel. I'm going to put that black panel on top, and then I'll have just a little bit more interest with that kind of tone on tone watermark on my cardstock. So I'm going to add this on here. I did stamp and die cut. I had a little kind of shaped die, and I added the gift for you that was included with the present today, the stamp, and I just heat embossed that in the same silver color that I used for my presents. And then I'm going to add all of this onto my red card base. And just a quick and easy card with a little bit of texture from those presents, and then something I can use throughout the year. So that's today's Advent Calendar Reveal. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.